Get your towels up. Get your towels up. Still a nation and roll it around your head.
What's up, everybody? We are back. You know what I mean? The Get Your Towels Up, Still a Podcast, back in the building. Thank you guys for checking out our first episode. If you haven't, please go back and check that out as we talk about what's going on right now. We're real excited tonight as Steelers fans. First of all, I'm D-Walk. To my right or my left, I can't figure out how the screen gonna be, but it's Al Nice, the other Steelers fan.
Nice. What's up, y'all?
What up, what up? And then we got JJ Walker, the other Steelers fan. What's up? So, we excited tonight out here in Steelers Nation because it's draft night for us. You know, as we all know, the Steelers didn't have a first-round draft pick, but we got a second-round draft pick. But while we're actually watching the draft live tonight, the Bucks just picked their pick. And Tone Winfield, Dad, we was thinking about him just a second ago. Now he's gone. So now he goes over to Tampa Bay. But the big news in Tampa Bay is that big trade that Gronk just had. Talk about that real quick. Y'all think that was big or what? The Gronk teaming back up with Tom Brady over in Tampa Bay?
I think it's something exciting to watch. It'll sell tickets, Gronkowski, man, he always been getting hurt and stuff, so you don't know how he gonna hold up. I mean, they gonna use him sparingly. I mean, him and Tom together, man, and Gronk can still catch balls. You got to guard him, basically. But he's probably a red zone, end zone type of a threat for them. He won't be on the field a lot. I don't see that. I don't think there's anything for the NFC to have to worry about. But yeah, that's probably going to help Brady out. It's going to be exciting to watch some guys, man. I'm waiting to see it.
He's still a fan, but he like Tom Brady on the low, y'all.
I used to hate all of them, but I like Brady now, and I found out what New England did to him. So, that's messed up, man. And so I'm kind of pulling for Brady now. He need to get paid, and it's just like everybody else.
I always respected Brady.
Yeah, I want Brady to get paid, man. He gave us a lot of good football. And so it's time, for somebody to pay him. I guess he got a good deal with Tampa, whatever. But, he's still been underpaid as far as average throughout his career. Gotcha. And just to think that they wouldn't send him off with a nice little fat package, man, it's kind of messed up after he done got 6 Super Bowls for those guys, man.
It's because he's old.
If Brady hates New England, so do I. And I can't wait to see that boy going to be down there in Tampa Bay. We're not worried about him as a Steelers fan, so whatever.
There you go. We ain't got to worry about him no more. You got that right. What you think, JJ? You glad you ain't got to worry about Tom Brady no more taking AFC championships?
It's I think it's gonna be good, to change up some things. I think New England definitely not gonna be as good as they once were. I don't know, how Tom Brady gonna do in Tampa Bay. He's kind of 44, 43 years old. I don't know if he's gonna be, as good as he was in New England. I mean, that last year in New England was kind of bad, So I don't know if he's going to be what everybody thinks he's going to be in Tampa Bay, and Gronk is old too. He banged up. So I think, we just got to pause and just see, instead of everybody just saying, the Bucs going to be the best team in the NFL. We just got to see, we might be disappointed by what they put out on the field, because Tom Brady and Gronk are 2 older guys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they do have pieces around them that are good. But just from a quarterback standpoint, Tom Brady's an old guy. And, he might mess around and get hurt, and it's all over. They're kind of putting all their eggs in Tom Brady. So we'll see.
And Tom Brady's 42 now, so he's going to have a 42-year-old arm, and it's going to show. You said, that might be the old gang over there. They're going to, they'll win some games. Tom Brady's a good quarterback. He'll get some things done. But, it'll be exciting to see. I'm glad we don't really have to worry about him anymore in the AFC. Maybe being...
Football is not like one of them sports where you can just plug and play guys and think you're going to win a championship, because it does not work that way. They will help things out, Brady and Gronk, but football is a very complicated sport, man, yet it's very easy. But it doesn't work that simple, because there's too many athletes in the league. They are not going to win a championship just because they got Brady down there. I mean,
right.
So y'all need to calm down, all y'all Tampa Bay fans.
Tampa Bay fans, calm down now.
NFL ain't no joke. You just can't. You can move no checkers around. Think you're gonna win the Super Bowl real quick. Hey, so they're gonna go further than what they did before. They might get into the playoffs. Who knows?
Yeah, I think they can make the playoffs for sure. So, but transitioning, man. Look, we at pick 47 right now. The Falcons just got their pick. We don't know who it is yet. It says pick is in. By the way, everybody that's watching and listening. We are literally watching the draft live as we have our show tonight. So, we're going to be kind of paying attention to that. The Steelers picking 2 more picks. The Falcons just picked at 47. The Jets are about to pick at 48, and then the Steelers get their second round pick. Now, we've all talked about, in our last show, we were talking about what we're going to do at 49, what we're going to do at 49. And tonight, I want to start with JJ and say, hey, man, Al Knight says we're getting a running back, man, because a lot of people that we've been looking at already, receive. I know even with me, I was thinking receiver. KJ Hamler just went off. Who else just went off? Anton Whitfield, the safety I like, just went off. So it's getting down and dirty, and it might be like Al Knight said. It's some good running backs still left.
Oh yeah, and Mike Tomlin used the word exciting. Y'all remember that?
So he did. So JJ, what do you have to say to that, man? We're down to these last picks for the second round, and there's a lot of good running backs still left. What do you think?
Man, it's not. I mean, you got J.K. Dobbins, you got Cam Akers, Zach Moss is still left, but I mean, I don't think any of those guys are game changers.
You got A.J. Dillon out there too, buddy. Don't forget about him.
I don't think any of those guys are really game changers like that.
I don't know about that.
Denzel Mims is still on the board. They may go center. They may go Matt Hennessy center because we do need an offensive line. They may go the defensive tackle, because we need some defensive line help. I think safety can be out of the question. I mean, we can pause on that though, because Brandon Jones is still on the board from Texas, so they may get him. So there's still some players on the board still
left. Not getting a safety,
but the running back position, look, my stance is going to be my stance on that until they pick one.
Right.
I just don't see it happening in these next couple.
You guys know good and well.
So Al Knight, you say
that a Big Ben had a running back that can last 16, 18, 19 games and still spit out the same stats that Snells and Connor be spitting out. We go to another Super Bowl. Y'all know that. We have not had that in the last couple of years. These guys, they got good stats and things, but we need people that can be durable. Like I said, y'all know my favorite, A.J. Dillon, big man. He's going to take you through 18 games, brother. He's not getting hurt.
Do you think so? So I'm not going to disagree with either of you, but I want to ask you: do you think a rookie can do that?
No, we wouldn't use him in that capacity right away. We're gonna still start Connor.
Ben ain't got one good year left. This is it.
Right.
This the last. You know how they playing Michael Jordan the Last Dance. This is the last dance for Ben.
When Ben leaves, you're gonna really need him next year. Then need a good running back, right? So for the most part, we need a guy who's gonna be there to be able to fill in case Connor get hurt again or Snells gets hurt again. And at the same time, maybe they don't get hurt because we're rotating now. We're rotating running backs by committee. And preparing for the time when Ben is gone. I don't think the future is Connor. I don't think the future is Snells. If we have solid running backs on this board right here, we have to really consider getting one of these guys for the future and to help with these injury-prone guys that we've got right now. Because if we can get decent 4.0 running through the playoff or through the regular season and the playoffs, Big Ben and that defense will take care of the rest, and we will get to another Super Bowl.
So do you think with some good players in other positions still on the board, do you think that they will pick a top level running back or a top running back that's still available over another position that's still on the board that they could use right away?
What position would that be?
Right now you can use a defensive tackle. You can probably use a defensive tackle right now. You could definitely use a receiver right now. I know a lot of good ones done disappeared a little bit, but you could definitely use a receiver right now. And my favorite I like right now, who's actually still on the board, and I like this because I think we might go this direction, is Tavon Diggs, man. I mean, he's still hanging out there. He's still hanging out there. He can. I think watching him, I think he can help the defense right now. Say again.
Tavon Diggs.
I like Tavon Diggs right now. He's still hanging out there right now.
What is he?
He's a corner.
A corner, okay, corner.
Yeah. Also, I thought it was that's right. That big receiver got picked already.
Yeah, he's already gone. Antonio. I mean, Michael Pittman. Yeah, I forgot who just got him, but yeah, he got picked. Yeah. The Colts, yes.
I mean, that would be a consideration for the future as well, because Joe Hayden, he's not a young spring chicken, so a cornerback could be a consideration.
Yeah, and I mean, even like JJ said, I mean, if you want to, you can expound on, the defensive tackle position or the O-line position or the linebacker. I know you said you had linebacker, Alex Alex Highsmith out of Charlotte, that you like.
Yeah. I like Alex Highsmith. I'm not sure if if this second round pick is a good value for him, maybe in the third.
Will he still be there?
What'd you say?
Will he still be there in the third round?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think so. He'll still be in the third because he's a small schooler. He's a small school guy. So that's more of a risk taking him. So I don't know if he'll want to take that in the second round.
He'd be a reach. Yeah, he won't be reaching.
So, but back to this pick, that we got coming up. Running back, I just don't. And I hear what you're saying about the future and things like that. But my thing is with this second round pick, with Ben only got probably a year left, maybe 2.
This is
we need somebody who's going to contribute right away. A guy that's going to come in and help us go on this playoff run, on this Super Bowl run right now. We don't need a guy because here's my thing. If you draft a running back right now, right? Say if Cam Akers is there, J.K. Dobbins is there, and we draft him, which is most likely is going to, it looks like those running backs are going to be there because I don't see the Seahawks taking a running back.
Right.
Here we go.
Why would that make any sense to draft that if he's going to sit behind Benny Snell and James Conner? Because you got to understand, that's a second round pick.
Well, see, he's saying, Al Nice saying that he ain't going to sit necessarily because he might be good.
I mean,
so you're going to trust a rookie to come in and start over 2 veterans?
That's what I say.
And a guy in Benny Snell that you just drafted last year. You just drafted Benny Snell.
You guys act like it's a crime in the United States to put a second round pick on your bench. And that's ridiculous to think like that. Just because he's not starting, that doesn't mean he's not going to benefit this team. Somebody can get hurt. So, yeah, I mean, it's not a crime to take a second round pick and not start the guy. If you have a good team, that happens a lot. I mean, I'm sure the Super Bowl winners, whoever they drafted, he's not going to start. So, I mean, in the first or second round, I'm talking about. It depends on how good your team is, and I think that we'll be fine, man. I mean, Ben's about to be out. We're going to need a running back, guys. I mean,
hey, look.
If you don't have a quarterback and you got Snell, those guys getting hurt, we're going to be terrible.
So here we go. I mean, the Seahawks pick is in at 48. We don't know who they got just yet. Is this Darrell Taylor they just got from Tennessee?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Seahawks just got defensive end.
So Pittsburgh's on the clock right now as we speak.
We're on the clock.
We're on the clock right now, so I mean,
here we go.
They could mess around. They could mess around and draft a quarterback. What's his name?
No.
Televaluva is still out there now.
No, he's not. Two is gone.
Oh, he got. That's right. Who got him?
Yeah, 2 have been gone.
Who did he go to?
He went to the Dolphins.
That's right. He went to the Dolphins, didn't he? Yeah, my bad. Yeah, that's right.
I seen some mocks trying to mock us to Jalen Hurts.
Here we go.
That ain't gonna happen.
That's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about Jalen Hurts. My bad.
Right
here we go. Look, the pick is in, fellas. So all the debate is up. All the debate is over right now.
Look,
let's take a look.
I think it's either going to be a offensive lineman, defensive tackle, wide receiver.
Well, look,
maybe a running back, maybe.
And didn't y'all have a bet, right? Y'all had a bet.
Yeah, we had a bet. Yeah, he said, the bet was if they pick a running back, I owe him 12 donuts.
Not 12 donuts. You owe me 12 donuts from Baker's Dozen.
Let's not get
grocery store either.
Oh, he wants some real donuts.
Yeah, it's a bakery, cuz.
Duck Donuts is good too.
Look, let's not give Baker's Dozen any publicity because they're not sponsoring us. So let's not.
Right. That's right. We'll talk about Baker's Dozen when they. We'll talk to Baker's Dozen when they start sponsoring us. We'll say their name.
Right. So this is called Donut Place.
Yeah, it's called a donut place. Exactly.
It's a bakery. You gotta go to a bakery, brother. Don't go to no grocery store.
Yeah. Hey, so who y'all think we're gonna get? We're in commercial right now. Who y'all think?
Man, listen, man, this is wild right now, man. This could go any way, man. I agree with Al Nice, like he said on the last show, man. Listen, this draft is wide open. You don't need you don't have an immediate need. You know what I mean? So that's what leaves it open to get whatever you want. A running back can make sense or not make sense. Really. A receiver could make sense. A receiver could not make sense. The biggest thing I would think that makes the most sense would be an offensive lineman, but I'm not as familiar with the offensive lineman that's available in this draft and how much of an impact they can make off the bat. But I do know you got to start getting that offensive line together, man, because they got to get younger.
But they brought a veteran in from Kansas City, right? So
right.
Help out a little bit with that.
Right.
But you still got. But that's only one. That's only one guy, And
he's older.
Right, and he's old.
He can teach and train up the younger, later round offensive line.
Right, exactly.
Second rounder to be coached by a Super Bowl champion.
So that's why I wouldn't be surprised to see a lineman go right now.
All right, so gut feeling. Who you think gonna be?
I mean, that's my gut feeling. They might go offensive line on us right now.
All right.
We might.
What you think? I know Al Nice want to running back, so he going running back. He's sticking with it.
Yeah, I'm sticking with it. It's running back for me, baby, because we you know.
Who? AJ Dillon, Cam Akers, J.K. Dobbins. Who?
I got AJ Dillon.
AJ Dillon.
I like the big back. Yeah.
Okay.
What you got? What you got, JJ?
Get back to the better style, man. Punch these defenses, and I mean, man, we can kill these guys. We got somebody who can pound it when we need them to.
Yeah, my gut feeling, man. I think if I got to pick, I think we're gonna go Denzel Mims. I think Denzel Mims is still on the board. I think he's a big body receiver, can catch contested catches. Ben likes his big receivers. So
no, I like him too.
So my gut feeling is Denzel Mims.
All right. Well, we all sitting here.
Yeah, I would say either a tall receiver from Ben, because we haven't had one since Plaxico Burress, and y'all know that when those two were together.
Well, we had Martavis Bryant.
Yeah, Martavis Bryant didn't really pan out because he couldn't stay out of trouble, man. He would have been great.
Right. So we've had some guys, they just haven't been able to stay on the team.
Yeah, I mean Martavis Bryant, man. Speaking of him, man, I missed that guy, man. He was good. He was very good. Yeah, and I thought he was going to be the next Randy Moss type receiver, man. But he just couldn't stay out of
Yeah, he was
out of trouble.
Great playground type receiver, man. Can just catch speed, run, jump, all that.
Right.
He didn't jump a lot.
But he was fast.
He wasn't a jumping type.
He was scary fast though.
He was fast and he could catch, but he wasn't a jumper. I don't know if Burris was a jumper. Was Burris a jumper?
Nah, Burris was just 6'6".
He wasn't a jumper either.
Yeah, but he was 6'6" already.
Made some amazing catches in his career, man. He's probably one of those underrated receivers in history.
They got Tomlin, they got Colbert. They just showed the pick is in, fellas. Here we go now. Here we go.
Don't say the pick yet.
Don't say the pick. Here we go.
Here we go. Well, nobody say nothing yet. With the 49th pick. Let's see what Goodell is talking about tonight. Here we go, fellas.
Here we go. Don't say nothing.
Who getting them donuts, baby? Oh, whoa.
Wait,
Chase. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's okay. Well,
they got a wide receiver.
They got a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one from Notre Dame.
Oh, they picked
Chase Claypool.
They picked Chase Claypool.
Yeah, Chase Claypool. All right.
Claypool, okay.
Well, they went receiver.
Hey, he's a freak. He's a freak.
We did say let's see what they show with some of his highlights here, man. Let's see what they got.
He's a freak of nature.
And what we think about this guy, man. I remember seeing his name.
Hey, look at this. Look.
I saw his name.
Look at his stats. He's a freak.
I saw his name a couple of times. Let's see what he got. Oh, he's 6'4". Oh, man. So
he's like 6'4".
6'4"?
Man.
6'4".
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
6'4", 238.
Oh, man. I didn't know that. I thought
Man.
he was one of these 5'11" fast guys. We've seen enough of them.
Yeah, this guy's got size, man. He's got
size.
It's like having a third tight end out there.
No, he's a wide receiver.
I know it's like having a third tight end though.
Man, look at these highlights here. He's a jump ball guy. Look at that.
Yes, sir.
He's going up there to get it. That's tough to guard right there, man. 6'4", 230. That's a big dude. That's a big guy, man. 6'4". Woo! Yeah.
You must have missed him because I thought we only had just a couple of 6.
No, I saw his name when I was doing some research on receivers, man. I saw his name come across. I didn't look into him that hard because I was looking at more, like I said, Michael Pittman. But okay, so there it is, guys. We didn't get a running back. I guess nobody gets donut. Well, I guess JJ, you wanted donuts, huh?
Yeah. Look, listen. I told you the running back. Everybody was mocking running backs and quarterbacks. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with these people?
Well, I guess you had it right.
Look, taking a running back in the second round was just oblivious because it just wasn't. That was the value there would be terrible because we only have 6 picks. So spending a second round pick on a running back is ridiculous.
Well, it looks like you got it right this time.
Well, if you rewind my take back, I said either a big receiver or a running back. But
you did.
Now he's trying to backtrack.
No. I think we all.
We should have got a running back.
I think we all agreed that we could use a receiver. I think we all agreed with that, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I mean,
Yeah,
there we go.
either a big receiver or
Yeah.
a.
And you did say that on the last show. I remember you distinctively said there's another big receiver out there. I would take him over a running back right now. Another good big receiver.
10 minutes ago.
Yeah. So boom, there we go. So all right, guys. I know we're going to do more research on this guy, but as of right now, just kind of looking at some quick highlight films and knowing Ben needs a big receiver. We'll let Al Knight start out on this. You always said Ben's looking for another big receiver like Plaxico used to be. So what you going to think about a kid that's 6'4", 238, and what kind of impact he might make right now with a healthy Ben out there?
And runs a 4.4.
He's going to make a big difference, man. I mean. Ben is already an accurate quarterback. He's never, Ben didn't start out the most accurate quarterback. Y'all remember,
right?
But over his career, Ben.
He's not now.
Huh?
He's not very accurate now. Still, I mean, he's accurate enough, but he's not like the most accurate quarterback out there.
Yeah, he's not the most accurate. But Ben, if you look at Ben's highlights over his career, though, he's been an accurate quarterback. Like when he at his peak of his career with Antonio Brown and all that stuff, he's putting balls right where they need to be. With that being said, you get a long receiver out there that can reach out and get balls, especially in the red zone. Remember, we used to have a lot of problems in the red zone.
Oh yes, definitely.
End up kicking field goals. Well, now we got a guy who can go up, hopefully, and snatch balls out of the air in the red zone. So I think it's going to help us out, but we still need to have a healthy running back. So I mean, I'm just saying, none of this is going to help anything if Connors get hurt in week number 9, and then Snells gets hurt in week 13, and that kind of stuff, and then we're limping into the playoffs, trying to get in the playoffs at 9-7. It's an old mess again because we haven't had a dominant running attack. So not dominant, but consistent running attack. So if we can get these guys stay healthy with the receiving corps that Ben has, he can run no running back sets with the people he got on his team now. I think at some points, but I think we can do something.
What you think, JJ? What you think about Chase? What you think about Chase?
I mean, I like Chase. I mean, I think there's a lot of potential there. I mean, if you go back and watch his highlights, I mean, he's freak of nature. He's 6'4", runs a 4.40. I mean, he's a freak of nature. I think now it's just how does that translate to the NFL? Because in Notre Dame, a guy that big and that fast should be dominating, and he wasn't really dominant like that at Notre Dame. So maybe playing with the better quarterback might change some things. I don't know, but I mean, I think it's a good pick. I see the potential there. He's a jump ball receiver. He's definitely going to help us in the red zone, big time. I think you pair him with the Juju, with James Washington, with Deontay Johnson, we got a good, a pretty good wide receiver corps.
Right.
And that's not to say we may not take a running back later in the rounds, but I just knew in the second round the value there was just terrible because he wasn't going to play. You needed a guy that's going to get on the field right now, and Chase Claypool is one of those guys.
Well, there you go. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Like you said, I agree too. I mean, it's not like they're not going to get it. They may still get a running back here in a little bit. We get ready to come back. We do our show next week. We're going to talk more in depth about the rest of the draft. We're not going to go through all the draft tonight or the third round tonight. We're going to come back next week and we're going to, after they get all their picks, and we're going to talk about everybody. But just to talk about Chase, I mean, listen, a Chase Claypool at 6'4", 230 plus pounds. Listen, I don't care what DB you line up against. When a DB sees 6'4", 230, they already know what kind of day it's about to be. It don't even matter. You don't have to be the fastest guy, but you get inside that 10, inside that 20-yard line, I can just throw one up and give him a chance, a 50-50 ball to a 6'4" guy. Listen, I'm going to have to study his film a little more and see how strong he is at the point of the catch. But if you can get him like a go up and just go up and grab that ball down like a big, he looks like more like a big tight end. That's going to be able to line out and split wide, and Ben can just throw the ball up there when you see those small defenders. And like you said, with the other receivers, the Jujus and Johnson and those guys, man, a little bit more speedier guys, you're going to have to start paying attention. And then if you go back to this running back situation, I really believe that even if they pick up a running back later in these rounds coming up, look, running back by committee. I got 4 decent receivers right now.
Yeah, we're getting them back.
Yeah, and you got Eric Ebron, so you got a potential to put 5 receivers on the field, right?
That's what I'm saying.
And say, let's get it. And you got to guard my guys. Like you got to guard these dudes.
You got a veteran Hall of Fame quarterback like Ben Roethlisberger. You can give him a lot of receivers, and he can work with that. Yeah. And that will open up situations for Connor and them. I mean, we're a passing team now.
Yeah.
I mean, so if we're sitting here, they're trying to surround Ben with weapons. So Tom always believe that. If I surround Ben with weapons,
I mean, you used to didn't like that. I mean, when he first came, you used to didn't like that move.
Fired though, with that kind of thinking. Remember?
Yeah.
Somebody got fired a few years later because Ben took too many sacks.
But Tomlin's never been under 500.
Yeah, but Ben can't take 47 sacks a year though.
No, he sure can't. That's why he stay hurt right now.
I don't need no line. If I can give him weapons, well, now we have a
protected
and we have weapons.
Right.
With that situation with a Hall of Fame veteran quarterback, they can go somewhere. And with that defense,
yeah, the defense.
I think it's gonna be a surprise team to the league this year. It won't be a surprise to us, obviously, as Steelers fans.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If we, like I said, man, Ben stay healthy, man. Even if Mason had to come in there a couple of times, man. But I think this year, with that defense playing like that, and that defense stay healthy. If everybody on that defense stays healthy, you're looking at playoffs for sure. I mean, and then the new rule, they added a playoff spot this year. I mean, I feel like last year, if you'd had 7 teams going to the playoffs, that might have been the Pittsburgh spot last year. But, with this year coming up with 7 playoff spots, a Pittsburgh team that played like they did last year could make a playoffs, but this year I think they win 2 more games this year.
And Juju Smith-Schuster playing the 2 or the 3 he'll still be the 1 obviously, but it'll be almost like the 1.5 kind of thing. I mean, he's not going to get. We got this many weapons on the field with Ebron, and if this guy here can do some damage in his first year, Chase Claypool, then that takes a lot of the coverage off of Juju, and we know what he can do when that happens because when Antonio Brown was there, Juju had a breakout season. So they're trying to get this formula back again, where Juju can show off in man coverage and do his thing, while these other young guys and free agent pickups can do their thing, and then hopefully we can then hand the ball off and they can do their thing because people are so backing up because we have receivers everywhere that are running routes and then are hitting them. So that can open up a lot of things on offense.
It'll open up some running lanes too because they're going to have to put
stay healthy though. They got to stay healthy.
Well, like I said, well, I think the Cowboys just picked up Trevon Diggs from Alabama.
Oh man, that might help them out.
Yeah,
but
yeah, man. What I was saying, I think what a lot of people, man, well, a lot of Steelers fans in general, I just think they were so caught off guard by what happened last year, and how bad our running game was, and quarterback not being there. I think everybody was in a rush to say, "Oh, we need a running back. We need to get a running back right now," and they didn't take in the fact that, maybe our running game wasn't good because our quarterback wasn't good. Right. A quarterback controls a lot more stuff than just passing. He controls blitz pickups. He controls, where the running back should go in terms of blitzing, blitz pickups, whether he needs to release for a pass, changing the play, changing the run, where the run play is. He's in charge of a lot. Right. And so it wasn't just all on James Conner and Benny Snell why, the running game wasn't good.
Right.
So I think fans need to take that into account, that, a lot of that was our quarterback wasn't there. So we had to, change things on the fly. You know what I'm saying?
Their average, they weren't bad. I mean, their averages was good. Connors and Snells, 3.9 and 4.0 carry or something like that. But
that's not bad.
No, that's good. That's what you want. But it has to go 16 games and 18 games and that kind of thing. That's what we're not getting.
Well, but if you watch, for the most part throughout the season, our run game just wasn't there. We couldn't run the ball, and so what a lot of teams were doing was they were just daring the quarterbacks to throw the ball because they knew they couldn't run the ball. So they were just packing the line of scrimmage and was like, look, we're going to dare you to throw it because you can't run, and that's what they did.
Right.
But I don't think that was all on James Conner and Benny Snell. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this year, man, look, we got the second round. We didn't get a running back, and that's that's cool. I think we all agree that this
Chase Claypool.
Chase Claypool.
Yeah, Chase Claypool. That's his name. I think we all can agree that's a good pick, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a good pick.
All right.
Yeah,
so
I think that's going to help us.
I think Ben Roethlisberger was probably in the what do you call it, the draft room, whatever. He probably had something to do.
He probably was calling. He probably called Thomas and get me a receiver.
Yeah, he wants a big receiver, man. Yeah. So
he always wanted a big receiver, and we haven't had that since Martavis left.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically,
every time Ben has had a tall receiver, he's been a different quarterback, man. If you think about it.
Yeah.
Burris and Martavis Bryant, those are two you can. That's another whole other story with the things that they did, how they did them, compared to the rest of the receivers with Ben Roethlisberger. So yeah, he puts his Superman cape on. You give him somebody 6'3" and 6'4". So we'll see what happens.
So yeah, I think we're going to be good, man. So listen up. That's a good talk tonight, good discussion. I think next week what we're going to do, we're going to watch the rest of this draft. We're going to enjoy it, like the rest of you Steeler Nation out there. We're going to get these picks in. Once these picks come in, we're going to be able to look and study these picks. And next week we're going to talk about all these picks, every pick that they get, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. We're going to see if it's going to help us now, help us later. We're going to go from there, guys. So, let's watch the rest of this draft, enjoy it, and
so
y'all make sure y'all study these picks up.
I mean, you look at all the signings we've done, we still a fan ought to be happy. We've done a great job from start to finish with all the pickups we've done so far, including this second round pick. So we got some good fortunes coming, I believe. Yeah,
they I think the Steelers typically do well building out of the draft. So this looks like another good pick. And hopefully we'll keep it together. Anything you want to say, JJ, about Chase Claypool before we wrap it up?
No, I mean, I think, we can dive more into Chase Claypool after the whole draft is over. So when we do our video next week, we can take a deeper dive into Chase Claypool, because we'll watch film, we'll break down what he does well, what he doesn't do well. So, and other draft picks that we pick as well, too. So, it should be fun. It should be fun.
Cool. Well, look, everybody, we appreciate y'all tuning in this week. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Got a lot more information to cover. We appreciate y'all coming, and make sure y'all listen to that music too. This is actually a little song that me and Unc made over here. Me and Al Nice made that song. So y'all make sure y'all listen in, tune into that song. You can find it on iTunes, and you can find it on YouTube. Matter of fact, so go check it out as we outro. Y'all can listen to it right now. So we'll catch y'all next week.
Get your towels up, Steeler Nation, and twirl it around your head. Get your towels up, get your terrible towels up. Steeler diamonds, yellow, blue, and red.
Coming at you hard like Harrison on the blitz, Palu-Malu style. You can call it a pick. Lombardi trophies, the Steelers count up to 6. Know what the team.